All right, well, it's time for another weekly Squardle, and I realized I haven't done a double weekly Squardle for a while, so I thought I'd try it today. So on my left there is the normal weekly Squardle for this week, and on my right is a bonus weekly Squardle. The creator of Squardle was nice enough to give me a subscription to his Patreon access where you can get extra weekly Squardles. So if you're interested in getting some bonus weekly Squardle boards and I think some other things, I don't know what all is included in that, go check it out on the site, but I think it's probably worth it. So there you go. And if you're not familiar with Squardle, it's like Wordle on a grid. We're gonna guess a row and a column at the same time. I'll actually be guessing 2 rows and 2 columns at the same time because I'm gonna be making the same guesses. And these 8s are how many guesses we have remaining. We get a bonus guess if we finish off a word. Let's see, I've been thinking about what do I wanna start with. You know, I thought about going crazy and looking for E's and starting with like eerie or something. You know, store is pretty good. It does check for the E in the first row and column and the last row and column, so it's still pretty good. And there's a lot of times that I haven't started with store and it would have been a good start, so I'm just gonna go for that. Okay, we got the green O, that was good. A green RE, okay, there we go, pretty good. Pretty good. Now there is an E in the last row here, but not the column, and there's the last row here and the first, or the last column here and the first row. So we have an S and an E up there. We have a T and an O up here. You know, we do have the R's kind of pointing there. Could be an R, we don't know. There could also be, you know, R's second on both of them or something. An R in the second spot is pretty good. So we're on the second row and column now. We really don't have anything here. I mean, we could do an R second, but, I mean, an R fourth, which would be second for the fourth row and column. But we know there's not going to be an R in either. I mean, RR at the beginning is probably not going to happen. So we don't know much. We know there's no T. That's about all we know. You know, we could do an O here because we do have the red and the yellow, but we know there's not an O right there. So that's not great. We could do an O somewhere else though, like maybe fourth or something. I mean, we know this isn't an O, but I mean, that could be an O. We don't really know. And if nothing else, it checks that, you know, the fourth row and column. Could also do it second. It's less likely to be an O here than here. We could also just go for 5 new letters, something like, I don't know, build isn't terrible. Yeah, let's do that, why not? Okay. No I is interesting. Oh, there's an L, okay, so B wasn't good. But there's no I on the left, no I or S, so we're getting rid of some good letters already. We did find the L here. There is a U, there is an I. There's an I in this row. Yeah, I mean, it can't be second or third, but it could be a lot of places otherwise. Now, we have an E and a D over here, so ED is what you might think, but we know that's not a D there, so it could be DE. Or the D could be at the top. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen. There's a U and an L in here. L there isn't too bad. L second is good. Kind of like R second is pretty good. L second is pretty good. And we do have the red and the yellow there. So, I mean, it could potentially be something like this. Who knows, right? Why not? All right, well, we're on the third row and column. We've got an O in both the row and the column here. We know there's no O in the column over here, but there could be an O in the row, so I think it'd be good to try maybe an O fourth. And there's an I somewhere. And the I can't be second or third. Ooh, so could do an I over here. But I think if I was just doing this one by itself, I would probably do OI instead. Since we do have the red and the yellow. The only problem is that we know that's not going to be an O over here. But I think that's better. Something like OIN, something groin maybe? It's not terrible. I don't know if I like the GRE as well in that first column, but it's possible. You know what we could do? is we could do chain, because we haven't done CH or A yet. And, you know, this could be an O. If we find the I, then this is probably more likely to be an O there. And that checks 4 new letters as well. Let's do that. Okay, so the I is there. There's no H. Interesting. Okay. And so now I'm thinking this could be a C. I still think that could be the O. There is an H somewhere over here, but it's not in the second or third row or column. Which is interesting. This column has an A and an N. There's an N in the row as well. I mean, this could be an N, not necessarily. What's gonna go on up here? We got the S, the C, and the E. I'm thinking the C could be first. But it can't be CH. And this one here, I mean, that could be a C. We could do something like that and a C here too. But then this would have to probably be a vowel at the top because it can't be S. So I don't like that as well. I like the C here, I think. This could be the S. I was going to say chess, but we can't do that. But we could do R. Do we have? No, there's no R. It's not crest. It's not an H. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be. I like the SLI, though. I'm tempted to try an S there. I was thinking possibility of R's here, or R fourth maybe. Something with an R. We don't need to do the L and the I, so. What about something like scare? Because I think the E there is in a bad spot to check for an E. And there is an E in this last column over here as well. This could be an A. We don't actually know. We know those aren't A's though, so that's not great. I didn't want to do score because we know that it's not an O over here. And I mean, this one could be an O. Could do scree. It's possible. But I don't like the LIE as well. But that's not too bad though, actually. Something like, you know, flyer would work. I don't know. Let's do scree. Why not? Okay. Well, we got the E's at the end. Good. And the double E there. Okay. Good, good. Oh, the double. Okay. So let's do scree over here, and then we're gonna go back and look at that because that's a big deal. And all right, we knew there was no S. Yeah. Okay. There's no C though either. Did I already know that? I think I did. Yeah, that was a mistake then. All right. Anyways, we have the double E here, which means this is an E, which means this is probably elide. And there's only one E here. There's no I. There could be an O. You know, R, what's going to come after the R? It can't be an H. It feels like it has to be a vowel almost. And it can't be I or U or E. It has to be an O or an A. It could be either one. If that was an A, what would this be? And if it's an O, why can't I figure out what that is? Oh, this could be elite, not elide. Yeah. It could be either one, really. But I think this gives us route as a possibility. Because we can't do a U second, but we could do a U third. That's pretty good. Route is good there. And then and if we had an O here like we were thinking, then we'd have OU, which is also good. OI and OU. And this could be D here potentially. OID is pretty good. I mean, it could even be droid, I think. Yeah, there's a yellow R. Yeah, droid. DRE. Do I like that, though? Actually, yeah, I do. Cadre. Cadre. Because we need a C. That works pretty good. Cadre, and then this needs to have an S. And the S could come at the end here. It's hard to say. It could also be somewhere else. But I'm thinking elite and route. And over here, we just don't have much. We know there's an R, and it's not first, third, or fourth in the row. And there's an R that's not. Oh, it could be fourth. Sorry, not first or third. Same with the other one. It's not first or third. So we've already got the E's here. It'd be nice if we could do an R, but we can't really do TR. It'd be awesome to do the OUT or the E and the T, because we'd get a bonus guess then, which would be helpful. Now, we also look at the E's, though, too. We've got an E in the column, and it's not first, fourth, or fifth, so it's second or third. And do we have the same? Yeah, second or third, E. So if the R's were second, the E's would have to be third. Well, the E could be third, even if the R was fourth. Yeah, the problem is we need to do the E and the T to get a bonus guess, but then we can't really do the R or the E over here. Because we know the E isn't at the beginning because of the red and the white here. Oh, I'm on the last row and column, not the fourth. Oh. Okay. Okay. It helps if you're looking at the right thing. Okay, we have a E and a D over here. We have a D and an E there. Okay, so that's good. There is an N in the row down here, but there's no N in the row or column over here. So, what are we gonna have? Okay, we've got enter maybe. Enter is pretty good, and ooh, oh, what about Seder? That's pretty good too. Now, the E over here in the column we know is not first, fourth, or fifth, so it's second or third. So, the E there isn't too bad. That's pretty good. The main problem is, I mean, I hate to guess the E fourth when we know there's not an E there and we've already got the E's here, but I don't think there's any way to get the N, T, and R without guessing the E, and there's no way to guess the S, E, D, and R without guessing the E. So I think I'm just gonna do Seder. I'm gonna go for the bonus guess. Hopefully that's right. Yes. Okay. It's not gonna be as good over here, but the E, we found the E and the D, so that was good. And we know that there's only the one E because otherwise we'd get the double arrow like we did over here. So this is now a definite N here because of the yellow N there. And okay, so I like Cadre. What's this gonna be? We've got the S and the E. We think we know where the C goes. In fact, we definitely know where the C goes because there's the red and the white there. So it's definitely a C. So I'm liking this. What's this gonna be up here though? So it's, I mean, it feels like it's gotta be a vowel after the C. It can't be an H. Can't be an R. Could it be an L? It can't be an L. There's the white down here. So if it's a vowel, it could be E. No, it can't be E because of the yellow. Can't be O. Can't be U. Can't be I. It has to be an A, doesn't it? I think so. And then what? Something like caves. I don't like that. With the OUT here. Cages. And grout? Oh, but it can't be an R. Yeah, that doesn't really work. We could do, what else could we do here? Cares? No, we can't do an R. We could do cafes, but then it feels like it would have to be flout, and I don't. Oh, actually, that would work. I don't know. I don't like that as much. The double L is okay normally, but I don't like it so much right there. Don't know. Well, I think Cades is a thing, so that's not too bad, because I'm thinking Cadre and the E, although we don't need to do the S. And we know there's no S over here. We could do Cadet, though, because we do have a T over here. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on over here. So this, oh, this might be owned. Nah, that's no good with the L and the R. We don't know. We don't know what some of these are. We're just kind of making random guesses here, aren't we? Okay, let's get rid of some of these and see if we've... Okay, so there's an R, second, or fourth in the row. And second, fourth, or fifth in the column. So this could still be R. R's not bad. But then the E has to... Right, then the E has to be there. And then this feels like it's going to be owned. And LWR doesn't work, but we don't necessarily know that's an L. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But if the N is in the middle, I think it almost has to be owned. Which then makes me think the R isn't there. The R could be here. We could do owned. That's not necessarily a problem. We can do ER something. ERT even, maybe? Something like overt, but I don't like the WV. What about... I was thinking L here. What if we did alway? This is I don't like this then. AER? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know. I'm running out of guesses over there, so I need to figure out what some of those words are so I can get a bonus guess, but and we do have the U over here. U there isn't too bad. UNE, but it can't be D. We could do R at the bottom, like tuner. Tuner's good. We've got the yellow T. This could be OT maybe? Something like that. And this UR is still possible. But I don't really like the O and the W. I mean, could we do something like... I don't know. You know, I was thinking like lower. But I don't really like the double E and the double R down here. That's not great. What if we did an A here? Ooh, this is good. I'm liking this. Overt and mauve. I'm liking that. And oh, but we need an L. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I mean, so one thing we could do here, because we do need to have the L, is we could do loop, but then it's not opert. What would this be? We could do opera. There we go. Opera, and then we've got the TO up here. But I don't know what that's gonna be either. What about, oh, I was gonna say altos, but we don't have an S. We don't necessarily need to have an L there. We do need an L in this, but the L could be down here at the end. Something EL, something like that. Like, well, it can't be towel. It could be bowel or vowel. But I'm not sure how that would work with the T. I don't know. I'm tempted to just go with Cades. No, cadet. because I think this is cadre. So that should get us another bonus guess. I think that's an A. This is an E. You know, it would kind of verify if this could be a T down here. We do need to find the T up here. I don't know. But there's no C. I'm going to go for it. Okay. Good, good. Ooh, okay, so we found the T. Ooh, okay. So that was really good then. So this could be Teddy, actually. That's not too bad. And then this is probably not a T, which solves some of the problems. Now we also have an A. Oh, what about about? Oh, but we can't put the O there. Oh. Abbott? Abbott with a double B, and this would not be, this would be something else, but that could still be bowel. This is not necessarily an E then. This could still be loop, because it needs to have a U. Bunny? Ooh, I don't know about that. No. Can't be bunch. We need an R in here somewhere. Oh, and in here. So it'd have to be something like this. Nah, not liking that. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could also do a lot. And then this could still be lower because we need to have the R down here. That's not too bad. And then lunar. No. I don't want the RRAY. Loon. Can't be lunch. I like this. Oh, there's no H either. Is there an H? Yeah, there is an H. There is an H. So herd, aloha, and array. Lunar. Yeah, the double R does work. Okay. So, I think I've got that one figured out now. Now I gotta figure out this one. And what we can do to get... Okay, so I've got the... this is apron. And maybe... And what is this gonna be? Apple with another P. And spout and cases. Okay, so we've got them both figured out. Now we just have to figure out how to solve them without running out of guesses. So, I mean, right now, if we can do the double P, we get a bonus guess, but we've got 4 here and 2 here, so we definitely need to prioritize the left. So what letters do we have in common? So we don't need too many on the right. Are there any letters that are the same between the two puzzles? S-P-O-U-T. O-U-T. P-R-O-N. No. There are not. No letters are in common. And are there any letters in common between the, row and column over here? Because we do have... Oh, yeah, that's not great. We don't... It almost looks like we have O-U-T and O-U-T, but they're not the same. One's at the end of the word, one's in the middle of the word. But over here we've got, what? Not much. The L's? That's about it. So, I'm kind of thinking about doing lower, which will get us a bonus guess on the left. It won't get us anything on the right, is the problem. The thing is, we need to start to get multiple bonus guesses because if I use a guess and get a bonus guess, it just keeps us at the same number. It doesn't actually increase. So I need to get multiple bonus guesses at the same time. Now, if we do lower, then on our next guess, we just need the NE to get owned. But we need the RO to get a bonus guess on the right. And we can't do the O and the N. All right, well, I'm going to do lower. I'm going to do lower anyways. Okay, very good. Lower, okay. And then we're at 2 and 3. So if I did spout, the good thing about doing spout here, spout actually gets us 2. Spout gets us 2 because it gets us cases and spout. We would drop down to 1 here, but we would be at 4 on the right, and so we could then do opera, and then we're only going to be, we're going to be getting close. We'll only be a couple letters off on several of these, and we'll be almost done on the right, and we'll really only need like 1 letter for each of the rows. So I'm going to do spout. I think this is going to work. I hope. Okay, spout. Spout. Now we're down to 1, but we're at 4 over there, and we're almost done over here. I mean, at this point, if we get the T, we're good. But we can lose it. So if I do opera, I think as long as that's right, let's double check because I'm at 1. So if this is wrong, then I lose. So let's make sure opera is right. Is there anything we've guessed that? So there's the P there. So this is a definite P. Definite P. So this is a definite U because of the yellow U. Okay, so those are absolutely correct. The O is either first or fourth. The A. Yeah, we don't. I mean, I'm trying to think what things are definites. So there's an E. It's not first, second, fourth, or fifth. This is a definite E. Which means this is a definite N because of the yellow. The R here, we know the R can't be last, it can't be third, and it can't be first, so this is a definite R. I mean, this is turning into a definite opera, but it's not quite 100% yet. What else can we say? We've got an R in the column here. It can't be first. Yeah, so this is a definite R. Okay. This is a definite D, because we have the red D there and the white D down here. We need to have an H somewhere. Can't be here. I mean, it's not going to have an H after a D or after an R. It's not going to be HR at the beginning. It's not going to be HL up here. I mean, it's basically a definite H at this point. It's really the only place, because it can't be any of the places that we've got definite letters already. So it's basically a definite H. And this A in the column here, I mean, A-U-N something R is not a thing. So this is definitely an A. That's definitely an H. I mean, it could be something like beard, right? But we know we need an H somewhere. Well, there's no B. And then we need an O, and if we put an O over here, O-L-O-H is not going to be a thing. So it's got to be O there. I think it has to be opera, so I think we're safe. Opera, which keeps us at 1. Okay, we have to do opera over here, unfortunately. But that's okay, we've got extra bonus guesses there. So now all we need is the DY to get a bonus guess here. If we could do the ARDY, then we'd have... Oh, you know what would be amazing? Because we just need the N over here, is if we could do ANRDY. But that's not a thing, unfortunately, because that would get us 2 bonus guesses on the left and 1 on the right. So... But we might be able to do... We could definitely do the N and the DY. So we can definitely do that. If we could get 2 on the left, it would make me feel a little bit better, though. But I don't think we can do A and then RDY. I don't think there's anything that works like that. So I'm kind of thinking just go with actually, I was thinking do something like this, but I can't actually think of anything. So, maybe we can't do the N and the DY. So maybe we should try to do, but I can't do the ARDY either. I definitely need to do the DY or the ARY. Maybe the ARY is the way to go. We could get the RD and Y. That's not too bad, I guess. Something like nerdy. Again, let's double check. I think this has to be, we haven't guessed Y yet, but I mean, it's got to be a Y, yeah. We could do nerdy, which gets us the R and the D and the Y. It's not going to do the N, but I don't think I can do the N and the DY or the N and the ARY, and we have to get a bonus guess on the left, so going for that. Okay. Nerdy. All right. So, down to 2, we're down to 1. But we only need the P to get a bonus guess on the right. I'd love to do the PRON. I'd love to do apron, and we would get 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus guesses. But if I do apron, I get the A here, but I can't complete a bonus guess because we'd need the L or the H and A, and then we'd lose over here because we're down to our last one. So we need to get the P, and then we either need the AHA or the AL. And I can't think of anything. How is that possible? Oh no. How is that possible that there's no word to do that? Because all the words I can think of that start with A and P would have another P. Oh, well, okay, so we're okay. Because we don't have to do the P, because we're okay. On our next guess, we will have to do the R. And actually, we could do the PRO or N, couldn't we? We just need the PRO or N. So we could do something like a glow, which would get us the O down here. Oh, but the O doesn't work. We need the PR or N for a bonus guess. I mean, it gets us closer. It's something at least. I can't think of anything that's A, something L, something N. All right, I'm just going to do a glow. It's not going to get us a bonus guess on the right, but it'll get us closer to a bonus guess. It'll get us a green at least. And that'll get us a bonus guess on the left, so we'll stay at 1. But now we have to get both. But all we need on the left is the U. And all we need on the right is the R. So we just need R second, U third, and we're good. We can definitely do that. We can do truck. Yeah, let's do truck. Okay, bonus guess on the right, bonus guess on the left. It keeps us at 1 for each. Now we've got to get another bonus guess. We got to be getting close to get. Okay, this is going to get us 2 if we get the T here. So we need the T fourth. And over here, we need at least the N third. NA would be great, but then we couldn't do the T. So we need to do N third, T fourth. So we could do something like anti. That'll work, right? Yeah. Anti, bonus guess over there. This should get us 2 bonus guesses on the right, which gives us a little bit of breathing room over there. We only have a few letters left. So now we need the P, maybe the P and the N, and over here we need the H and the A, or at least just the A. The A will get us 1 bonus guess. The HA would get us 2. But we can't do HPA. But we might be able to do PA and N, something like Spain. I'm not sure if that is acceptable, but that would work. Spawn. Spawn definitely is a word. Let's go with spawn, which will finish off the right grid. Get us a bonus guess on the left, which keeps us at 1, and then we can just finish it off and not have to worry about, so we can finish, say aloha to the puzzles. Whew. All right, I was a little worried there. I was starting to regret that I didn't use the token system that I've done in the past, because I was worried I was gonna not make it, but just by the skin of my teeth, I slid by. By the way, since skin of my teeth, I should probably mention that I did do a video on my other channel about that expression. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description and probably over there in the corner. But anyway, so the weekly Squardle on the left, a lot, loop, owned, herd, array, aloha, lower, lunar, opera, and teddy. And then the bonus weekly Squardle on the right, cases, apple, droid, route, enter, cadre, apron, spout, Elite, and Satyr. These multiple Squardle solves are always a lot of work, so they're a lot of fun too, though. So let me know what you thought of those. If you've tried a double Squardle, let me know how that went for you. And if you're interested in some extra weekly puzzles, go check out the Patreon for Squardle. And let me know what you thought of my guesses. If you saw something I should have done different, or if you saw any, mistakes that I made. Not that that would ever happen, of course, but... And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles.
You're overestimating my ability to make a fire.
I bet if you needed to, Tom, you could make it happen.
You can do it.
Just my electric stovetop is still not working. I don't understand how to get
Tom,
heat.
you stack up your 5 pairs of glasses. Oh, it's... for sure that was gonna be it. Oh, what is this then? Oh, well, I mean, come on. And chart. All right, well, I'm glad I did. something E. But we've used all the vowels though, so dangled is better. Dangled is better.